Hey, it's Ryan from upfitsupply.com, and in this video we're going to be unboxing a Holman rigid floor for the Ford Transit and E-Transit vans. Let's get into it. All right, this is going to be a rigid floor for cargo vans, whether you have the Ford Transit or the E-Transit. It's going to fit both vans. This one is specifically designed for like the E-Transit so that you can attach your shelving and other equipment without having to drill into the floor, because there's a battery underneath the cargo floor and you don't want to be drilling into that if you're installing equipment back there. So this is part number 40475TL. It is for the Ford Transit with the 148-inch wheelbase, the regular length and not the extended like the one behind me. This happens to be a mid-roof model, but roof height doesn't really matter for your floor. Just want to make sure that you choose the right wheelbase when selecting this floor, because it is cut specifically for the wheelbase. So 130, 148-inch regular, or the 148-inch extended. Make sure that you select that right option when purchasing. Now this product isn't super heavy, especially for a rigid floor, but it is kind of awkwardly sized, so I definitely would recommend this be shipped on a pallet, LTL freight. Unfortunately, that does mean a little bit longer shipping time, a little bit more expensive, things like that. But it'll be worth it to get it undamaged. All right, right here on top, we have our Holman instruction guide. What I love about Holman is they give you a fully illustrated installation guide in the box. You don't have to scan a QR code and download it and things like that. So we also have a full parts list right here, everything that should be in the box, as well as how to install this. Everything that you need right here in the box, in that manual. Make sure you grab this and look at it before you go installing. Other thing we have here is the Holman warranty card. So Holman products come with a 3-year warranty from the factory. Just want to make sure that you're buying the products from an authorized retailer, or else it's not going to be covered. So make sure you check out upfitsupply.com for all of your Holman equipment needs. So lots of foam in here protecting this floor. I'm really curious to see how this looks, because it's my first time unboxing one of these, as it's a relatively new product for Holman. Okay, so right on top here, you can see our floor. Man, this is just super lightweight. This is made out of some type of a composite material. Looks like it might be like a dual polypropylene mated to some type of central fluted core. This might be like a hex honeycomb type of core. So it's going to be basically just as strong as steel, but significantly lighter. So you can see right here, we do have our tracks that are inset in the floor. This is going to be for attaching your shelf, your partition, your other equipment that traditionally mounts to the floor. Now, when you think about installing shelving, traditionally in a cargo van, what you're going to do is you're going to drill a pilot hole into the floor, the steel floor of the van. You're going to put a plus nut in there. You're going to set the plus nut, put your bolt in there. I've even seen some installers use like sheet metal screws. I've even seen some non-qualified installers use wood screws and just screw some plywood to the floor. Not a good idea, but in those electric vehicles like the E-Transit, the battery is right there, especially right in between the frame rails in the cargo area. And even you're gonna have some major heavy duty wiring harnesses and things like that for attaching to the battery. So you do not want to drill a hole in that floor at all on the E-Transit. Really, do you really want to do it on your regular Ford Transit and then just have the bottom of the van exposed to the salt and the water and all that coming up from the road? You know, I'd prefer not to. So even though this isn't an E-Transit behind me, I'm going to be doing this floor in there because I don't want to have to drill into the floor at all. And so having these tracks in place is going to help with that. Now, if we flip this around, you can kind of see how these tracks are attached. So they're going to have these wide aluminum plates right here to really give you full grip onto this composite material. Again, this is, you know, very rigid, not really any bend in this at all. So it's going to be one of those strong materials that's basically, again, as strong as steel, but a lot lighter. So this is piece number 1. Now we do have some joiner strips because this is a multi-piece floor. We do have some strips here that are going to either be used at the edges or to combine a couple of pieces together. This is almost like a rubber material, so not going to slip and fall when you hit the joiner strips. A couple more pieces right here. Then we're going to have our second piece. So this one is upside down, so you can see all of your little plates here for your mounting channels. Now what's cool about this is I think that they actually use these mounting channels. It's hard to see this. Like that mounting channel up front there, I think they also use that as a way to join two sections together. So it kind of has a dual purpose right here in the middle. Here we're going to attach this to your next piece. Now this does have a texturing to it. It's going to be an anti-slip surface. And then we finally have our last piece right here. This is probably for the rear. I think this is your cutout for your wheel wells right there. So you do have a little location right there for attaching a foot of a shelf to, or whatever equipment you're going to have over top of the wheel well. And like I mentioned in that last piece, this is that other piece that's going to join to that. So you have another aluminum strip right here. So you're going to aluminum to attach that strip right there. Now included with this floor is going to be all the installation hardware and brackets you need to install it into the van. Now it is going to include some T-nuts as well. So I think you get 8 of them in the kit, so you can attach into these little tracks that are on the floor. You're also gonna get the hardware that you need to join these together. You're also gonna get a couple of brackets as well that are gonna be used for attaching this floor to the van. It's a great floor, can't wait to install it. If you're looking for information on how to install this, we're actually gonna be installing it in the van behind me in a later video, so be sure to check that out if you're interested. Now, if you're looking for this floor or any other equipment to get your van or truck ready for work, be sure to check us out at upfitsupply.com. Again, my name is Ryan, and have a good one.